All right, guys, so we've come to the last recipe for this particular episode, and we are making a salad. So I am going to make the chickpeas. I'm going to saute it while Bolanile will actually chop the veggies that we'll need for our salad dressing. So let's get into it.
Yes. So I'm going to work on the base of the salad with the lettuce, the tomatoes, the onions, the cucumbers, avocado. It's going to be a whole fiesta party. One-bed party.
Yes. Can you hear that? Can you hear that? Oh my God, can you hear? Can you hear?
So first you're going to start with the chickpeas. You're going to add some avocado oil on top.
Already I added some, so this is the avocado oil, so you can add some into it. I'm going to add a little bit more inside. Just a little, yeah, that's it.
You add your seasonings. What seasonings do we have there on the
So I have my blended pepper. So this is fresh pepper. As a Yoruba girl, what do you expect? Chickpea at Rodo. So I'm from Ekiti State. She's also from Ekiti State, and we love pepper. I love pepper. She loves pepper.
We all love pepper.
So this is going to be a little bit spicy on top of the chickpeas. So I'm going to add some onion powder to it just to give it a little bit of flavor. So this is some paprika. If you have this, you can also add some paprika to it. Just give it a little bit of color and flavor. And my favorite is the sea salt. So we have some salt to this.
I have to add some salt to it.
Can you see? Can you see all of that? So I'm going to let this work a little bit and then stir just to make sure that it doesn't burn. So how's it going with you, Bolanile?
It's going very nice. Going very nice. We're getting the lettuce going as the base, and then from there we're going to add some onions. We're going to add some bell peppers, some cucumbers, some tomatoes. Just get all of the colors added.
Okay, so this is eating up already, and I'm just stirring so that it doesn't burn, like I said. And from the colors, you can see the colors. I can smell the flavor already. The onion powder, that added to it, and the paprika just gives it a little bit of color, and of course the pepper will add a little bit of spice to it.
Fire!
I
think I'm gonna go red. Yeah. No, I'm gonna go with onion first.
Green?
Yeah.
Onions?
Yeah, let's go.
Oh, okay then.
I want to make the onion first. And then I'm gonna go, because we already have the green. So I like to make everything super colorful, and
so this is just like a build up.
You build it up. Build up your salad.
And this can serve as what? Breakfast, lunch, dinner, brunch. Which one?
I would say more of like a lunch, dinner, or even like a snack.
Okay. It depends on how hungry you are.
How hungry you are, how big your snacks are.
Yes.
It can also serve as a nice healthy snack. But usually lunch or dinner, raw foods just make you feel good. That's why, especially while I'm in Nigeria with the heat and all of the stress you have throughout the day, it's like raw foods like hugs you from the inside, and it gives you all the energy you need. But, it's not weighing you down, and it's nutritious, and it's tasty. So, I prefer to eat mostly raw days. I mean, I eat cooked food at times as well. But when I eat raw, I notice the difference. I notice I have a lot more energy. I notice that, it feels lighter. I get, I just feel better.
Okay, so do you think that in Lagos, people would love to, people would actually embrace eating raw, food? Like for you, you started vegan, and then you moved, to another level, and now you're going to another level, and I'm like, what, girl?
I don't believe anything in your lifestyle should really be stressful. So for me, I think that, everything you do, you should have fun with it.
Okay.
So even with eating raw foods, eating vegan foods, eating whatever lifestyle change that you want to try for yourself, have fun with it. Let it be no pressure. For me, it's not a pressure thing. Even going vegan, it wasn't pressure. It was just like this new thing that I was exploring, and I didn't even know I was going to be vegan. I just wanted to be healthier. So I just started eating and making healthier lifestyle choices, and I ended up becoming vegan. So in the same way, I don't think people should put pressure on themselves to figure out what the end goal is. You don't focus on the end goal. You focus on what's in front of you. That's the way you achieve things.
Because for most people, their doctor actually placed them on certain diets just to change, so just do some changes and all. So this is just to anybody watching, like just in case you have that, you're actually in that phase where you need to change your diet and you're wondering, oh, what can I do exactly? How can I eat healthy? How can I stay healthy or stay fit? You know, there are certain ways you can actually do this at your own pace.
We're done with the chickpeas. The mushrooms have had enough
Already
time
marinated.
to marinate really nice. And we're going to do something really nice with the marinade. We're going to actually use the marinade as our dressing as well. So that should be really tasty and delicious. And that's what we were talking about before. We were talking about using fresh herbs and spices and dry herbs and spices. There's no block cubes and all of these unhealthy things. Everything is things that you can pronounce, things you can recognize. And so that's the whole idea and the essence, you know. So,
okay, so what's
one of
the
the
next
things
thing
that we are going to do, because the avocado we have is a bit soft, overripe.
It's overripe.
But I don't believe in throwing out anything. Nothing is ever wasted. So what we're going to do, instead of just slicing it and adding it in a regular, what we're going to do is we're going to mash it and add it to the center. So you want to do that for me? You can mash the avocado. And then the last thing I'm going to add to the salad is a bell pepper, green bell pepper. So one interesting thing about the green bell pepper is people don't know they have a feminine and a masculine bell pepper. So this is the feminine one. It's known by having 1, 2, 3 humps. So if you notice, the male or masculine bell pepper has 4 humps. So the male is more savory and is great for cooking, whereas the female is more sweet and it's great for eating raw. So
now you know.
now you know. So we're gonna chop this up.
Is this okay?
And add it. Yeah. Okay. Nice. So you can go ahead and scoop it up after the mash and add it to the very center of the salad. And then once you've done that, I think our mushrooms have had enough time soaking. So I think we're going to go ahead and pick them one by one.
Okay, so for anyone watching, like what's the maximum hour to marinate the mushrooms?
For a few hours, because the thing is,
a few hours, like an hour,
like maybe,
to
it depends on
30 minutes.
You can do an hour to 3 hours, I would say, because the thing is, mushrooms are porous. So I've had times where I've marinated them in something for less than an hour, and it still takes the taste. So it depends on you, but yeah, an hour, 2 hours is fine. Some people might want to overnight marinate it overnight in the fridge. That's fine. There's no wrong way of doing it. It just depends like how much you want it to soak and marinate and sort of take on the flavor. So now if you want, we can start adding the chickpeas and we can start adding the mushrooms.
Awesome.
Because this salad is basically done. And then I will add the bell peppers.
So you want this scattered?
Yeah, scattered all over.
Okay, so I think this is just about enough.
I'm going to add some mushrooms to that. Add your mushroom, take the fork.
Okay.
We're going to pick one by one, add the mushrooms on top. Yeah. And the bell peppers are going to add a nice crunch to it. This bowl can barely contain it, so we're definitely not going to show you how we scoop it out.
Okay, so but the thing is, I like the build up.
I love it.
So it's from lettuce down to the red onions to the tomatoes. Now we have the avo on it, and then the chickpeas that we sauteed earlier, and now we have the green bell pepper. This is like food styling.
That's why I call myself a culinary artist. This is like
it's like food styling. I'm really like careful with it, with the mushrooms. Like, okay, where else again? Where else can I put this?
And we're gonna take that juice, the remaining liquid reserve. We're gonna add some olive oil to it, and we have our dressing. We'll just leave the dressing on the side so that it can pour as you need. We'll just scoop these into some bowls and serve. Okay, so now we're basically done. We pulled out our mushrooms. The remaining liquid reserve we're going to use as our dressing, so nothing goes to waste. So we just basically added some olive oil, extra virgin olive oil is best, and we mix it in to our already existing spice
from the mushrooms.
from the mushroom. So now we're gonna take leave our dressing there. We're gonna take the bowls. We're gonna carefully try and scoop it up. My stomach is like smelling everything, seeing everything.
Like
after
the smoothies.
that was like the best appetizer.
Yes.
Now I'm so ready for this salad because I know it's gonna be really good. So let's add a little bit of cream on the top and get ready to start. Don't start without me.
I won't.
Don't
Definitely,
start
I'll wait for you. Don't worry.
Wait for me.
I'll wait.
I'll make sure I get a nice little mix of everything. The tomatoes, the cucumbers,
The onions.
the onions. So now we have our bowls. Thank you. And we're going to add our dressing. You can't forget the dressing. So I'm going to let you decide how much of the dressing you want to add onto it.
Go around. Merry-go-round.
All around.
All around. Okay, guys, so this is the outcome of our salad, the raw salad that we made. I'm sure you guys will check out the recipes and then know how to make
Semi-raw.
this in your house. You know, so we had to do this. Like, look at how good the salad looks like. So now we're about to taste it. So let's do this.
This is what you call art.
Yes.
It's really nice.
And the count of 3. Are you ready?
I'm so ready. I'm so ready. I'm like,
ready? All right, let's go. Let's do this.
1.
Make sure you get that. This is something that you
gotta
can
get
always
the
taste.
mushroom,
Yeah.
You gotta get the
Avo.
avo.
And
Oh
the
my
chickpeas.
gosh.
Okay, ready?
You
Go.
ready? 1, 2,
Mm.
Mmm.
Mm.
Mmm.
Mm. Mm.
And the dressing. Flavorful. Flavorful, sweet, savory, creamy, crunchy. Everything you basically need. Like, this is why raw foods wins. Like, raw food is.
Okay, so for me, this is the first time tasting this. And
So good.
it's delicious. Very delicious. Everything is on inside. With the salad dressing. You can taste the avo, the cucumber, the tomato. Everything is inside. This is good. So guys, we've come to the end of the show, and I can't wait for you guys to try this out and let me know what you think. And again, I want to say thank you to my guests, Bolanile Olatunji. Thank you so much.
Anytime.
Where have you been?
I'm telling you.
Where have you been?
This is my lifestyle. This is how I do. This is
like seriously, I've never tasted it before, and tasting this for the first time really looks great. It tastes great, and it is nutritious. It is healthy, and like we said earlier, you can find this anywhere in any local stores. You can make this in your house. You can make it as lunch or dinner, even as a snack if you're interested in just eating something, in the middle of the day and all of that. So guys, thank you all for watching. Subscribe to this channel.
Definitely subscribe.
Follow her on Instagram. And
follow me on Instagram.
What's your
I
Instagram handle?
also offer vegan cooking lessons. So if you want to learn how to cook like this, set us up on Instagram. It's Thrive_Alkaline.
All right, guys. So until next time, it's me, Tosin. All right, bye.